to today's video. I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I want to talk about the satanic demons that keeps trying to come after God's children. Yes, these satanic demons that keep coming after God's children. So check this shit out, right? Check this shit out, right? So earlier today, you know what I'm saying? It was just like some weird shit going on. So I was just charging my phone, playing dominoes on my phone, minding my business, and it was some Satanists and shit trying to, just talking shit, trying to start shit and all that shit. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, man. So I pick up my shit, I walk away from the situation. 5 to 7 minutes later, here come the police and shit. About like 3 squad cars, and first motherfucker that pulled out was a bald guy. Obviously, he was an asshole, of course. And it's crazy because my last run in with the police and shit, it was a bald guy, but he was cool. Like he was actually cool as fuck. You see what I'm saying? But it was another police officer. His name Officer Bo. He told me his name Bo, so I'm gonna call him Officer Bo. Excuse me. He was a good guy. Is a good guy. He's cool. Works for the Phoenix Police Department. Really, really good guy. He treated me with respect. I treated him with respect. He actually listened to my story, and he knows a lot. Man, he knows a lot. I respect him. You see what I'm saying? He knows a lot of shit. And he also bought me a hot dog and a Monster Energy drink. So most definitely, thank you again. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Usually have some money on me, a couple dollars and shit. But this morning and shit, I was trying to do my surveys and shit, trying to get some momentum. But motherfuckers was hating and shit, trying to, stop a nigga from getting some money and shit. So it kind of set me back. But right now, I'm on my way to the library right now. I'm just waiting for the bus. And yeah, he dropped me off at QT, bought me something to eat, and bought me something to drink. So thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have nothing against the police. There's very few police officers that are good. Officer Bo is one of those people. And he even said it out his own mouth. He said, I told him, I said, I respect law enforcement because without y'all, a lot of motherfuckers would be getting away with so much shit. And he said, I don't. He said, I don't respect the majority of law enforcement. Most of the majority of law enforcement are assholes. And that's what he said. And that's true. And this is coming out of a white police officer's mouth. A white police officer's mouth. He said it out of his own mouth, which is true. But you do got a few that's scattered in there that are really good. And he was one of those people that was really good. And he used to be a gang detective in Phoenix and shit. And he was just telling me, but we was having a good conversation. We was talking about Freemasons. We was talking about the organ harvest and shit they got going on here in Phoenix. They also got it going on in Chicago and Michigan. I mean, other parts of the world too, Colorado, Las Vegas, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get to all that shit. He was also talking about Kanye West, talking about the gangs in Chicago. We was talking about a lot of deep shit. And I put him on to the Kanika Jenkins shit. He didn't know about Kanika Jenkins. And I put him on to it. And I told him after Kanika Jenkins died, a week later, Selena Gomez had a kidney surgery in Chicago. Come on, like it don't take a rocket science to put that together. When I told him that, his motherfucking face was like, "What the fuck?" Like it dropped. And he's actually a really good guy. His name's Officer Bo. And we were just talking about the fentanyl crisis, the immigration crisis, just all this different shit that's going on in America right now. And he was just saying like he knew I was innocent. He knew I ain't do shit. He just said it too. He was like anybody could call the police nowadays. And I told him like, yeah, this shit been going on. Like motherfuckers been trying to harass me for no reason. I told him this happened. Excuse me, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Minding my business, walking to the weed dispensary and shit. Some goofy said I threw something at his car. Said I had a gun on me. Police checked his car. They didn't see no damage to his car. Obviously a lie. And they came to the weed dispensary, tracked me down, and they searched me, see if I had a gun on me. Didn't have a gun on me. They was like, damn, so dude was really lying on you. Yeah, some type of satanic motherfucker. But Officer Bo understood that because, he was a gang detective, so he's seen a lot of shit. And I told him, too, to his face, I said, being a police officer, I know you've seen a lot of shit. I just know that. Can nobody tell me otherwise? Police, they see a lot of shit, a lot of shit, and I respect what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. I don't respect every police officer because a lot of them are assholes. They are dicks. But I can respect what they do because they protect innocent people. They protect civilians. They protect the Constitution. And without them, it'd be the purge every day. And niggas know that it'd be the purge every fucking day if it wasn't no police officer to stop this shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's really one of those simple things. But he put me on to some deep shit, man. He was telling me to check out the Chicago gang documentaries. He was also telling me, he also showed me a website. It's a Chicago website, and I was actually looking for this type of shit because I told him I'm a journalist and I'm in this type of work, and I'm a famous YouTuber and shit, which is true. And I never told a police officer that, especially here in Phoenix, that I was a famous YouTuber. He was the first one I told that to. I just felt comfortable enough to tell him that, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Was you getting paid off YouTube?" I'm like, "Not from YouTube directly, but I was getting paid from my my subscribers, my donations." You see what I'm saying? But when YouTube took my channel, a lot of that money started to slow down because I don't have access to those people. You see what I'm saying? So I had to start from scratch, which sucks. And he was a really good guy, man. He actually understands so much shit, and it was just crazy to hear a white male, especially a white male police officer, say this shit out his own mouth. He's speaking some real shit. That's how I can really respect him even more because he know a lot of shit that like I know about. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not white, and I'm nothing against like white people, nothing like that. Because I told him I'm not racist against no people. Like you can be black, if you're an asshole, I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You can be polka dot, any motherfucker. You can be purple. You know what I'm saying? But he was a good guy, and he understood so much shit about what's going on in this world, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we was talking about what was talking, oh yeah, he was talking about the gang shit that's going on in Chicago. He funny as and he was like, so what's the biggest gang in Chicago? Which he already knew the answer to it. He just wanted to pick my brain. And I told him it's the Gangster Disciples, which is the GDs, you know what I'm saying? But they really connect to the BDs too. But they split up. And he was like, that's fucking insane. And I told him he had got his information wrong. He got his information wrong a little bit. He said Larry Hoover is the one who was getting government funding from the government. And then when they called him, he ended up getting arrested. And I said, no, that's not true. It was David Barksdale who was funding his lifestyle, and he got caught. He went to jail. Larry Hoover went to jail, excuse me, over some other shit because Larry Hoover ordered the execution of a rival gang member or something like that. But he was like some dude. He was like a drug. I don't want to say a drug dealer, but he was like a drug kingpin and shit like that. And Larry Hoover told them to go kill his ass because he was taking his money, and that's how Larry Hoover got arrested for doing that. But David Barksdale, the one who went to jail for funding his own lifestyle from the money he was getting from the government, because he marched with Dr. Martin Luther King during the Civil Rights Movement. He started. He also marched with the Black Panthers too, which is that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't even know the Black Panthers and all of them is all kind of like the same group of people. They just go by different identities now. But yeah, so he marched with Dr. Martin Luther King back in the Civil Rights Movement. Marched with the Black Panthers, and the government saying that he had started a breakfast program for like people that was in poverty and shit like that. Like, he was actually a community activist, and they gave him money. Like, okay, cool. The government was like, okay, cool. You doing something good. We actually sponsor you. We support you. You doing something good. And he was, feeding the people, book bag drives, back to school drives, clothes, food, for people that's in poverty. Like, it's just the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like a lot of people is born into certain situations that's just fucked up. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of these people are they Satanists, they demons. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like whatever. But yeah, so the government they gave him millions of dollars to keep, the funding up for back to school programs, free lunch programs, because that's what the Black Panthers they was involved with that too, like giving free lunch to children that was in poverty and shit. And yeah, man, he was doing that for a while, and then he got caught by the government because he was funding his own lifestyle, and they got sent him to jail for 4 years. That's what happened with David Barksdale, and the police. They know a lot about this shit, bro. And they said, well, we just doing our research because it's a lot of people from Chicago coming to Arizona, which is true because Arizona, it's a um, it's a Native American territory, just like Illinois is a Native American territory. You know what I'm saying? And we were just talking about so much deep shit, man. Like you said, like a lot of people don't want to do their research. We was talking about this, and then another topic that we really talked about that I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm surprised, bro. I didn't know, like, but that's just ignorance, like on my behalf because I didn't know that other people knew about this type of shit. I mean, I can't say I did know because that would kind of be ignorant too. But I did know, but it's just like you don't really know until you actually do your research and you actually encounter this in real life. And Officer Bolt, like I say, he's European, of European descent. He's a white police officer. Like I said, he was cool though, and he said it. He said he got a guy named David Carell or something like that. Not Dane Calloway. I thought he was talking about Dane Calloway, but no, not Dane Calloway. Some dude named David Carell or some shit like that, and he talked about um, like the black community and like how black women want to date white men and they don't want to date black men anymore and all that type of shit. And I told him I already know about that, but I said that doesn't bother me. Is because black men we want to date white women, like you know what I'm saying, like different types of women because look at the black woman. Not all of them, but most of them, the good ones, the really good ones, already married, taken, got kids, all that type of shit. And then the ones that's just left, I hate to say it, you got some good ones that's sprinkled in there, but most of the ones you got to pick from is like picking out the trash, and they probably feel the same way about me too. But it don't offend me because I already know about this. But it's just crazy that a white guy, especially white police officer, know about this shit. Which you should know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your information. That's your job is to collect data and intel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we was talking about some deep shit. Excuse me. And I told him I'm not racist against nobody. If you black, you're an asshole. I don't really like you either. But we talking about this country has some real problems. This country has some real problems, and I'm going to continue to speak on it. Don't nobody want to speak on it. Don't nobody want to talk about the shit. Everybody want to turn a blind eye to it because they either working with these people or they just don't know or they're a part of it. But working with the people is still being a part of it. So nah, but man, this shit is real, bro. Like shit is getting fucked up, man. Like she's getting fucked up. But I'm glad to see that it is good police officers out there still is actually trying to do the right thing, is actually trying to help humanity and shit. Cause this really what this shit is all about, bro. Like motherfuckers can say it's about this Diddy shit, it's about Hollywood, it's about all this Bill Gates, all this crazy shit.